guys, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a bright and early Sunday morning. I am only up and ready to leave the house because it is $4 day at my favorite bin store. On my other From Source to Sold videos, you've seen me talk about the $4 day, and now I want to show you $4 day. So I'm going to take you into the bin store with me while I shop and pick out as many good items for resale as I can find that I'm willing to pay $4 for. So I'm getting ready to head out to the bin store, but before I go, I did just want to remind all of you to please hit that thumbs up button. It lets me know that you like these kind of videos, and it also helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And also let me know down in the comments below while I'm digging if you see something that I totally missed. I want to hear what you guys like to look for in bin stores, because I feel like when I'm off looking for things, I kind of have like a tunnel vision a little bit, and I only look for certain kinds of things, and I'm always looking to broaden my horizons. So if you see something while I'm at the bin store, please put down in the comments what I miss and what you look for when you're shopping. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's go over to $4 day at Black Friday deals. Honestly, when I walk into the bin store and I have an empty cart, I never, ever know where to start. So usually I just hit up the perimeter and work my way to the center. The first box that I grabbed it because it was a brand new sealed box. It looked like it had never been opened before, and when I scanned it, it had a cosmetics case inside. Now, the Amazon listing said that it was a black travel cosmetics case, but when I opened it up, it was actually a pink one that retailed on Amazon for $129. So I did decide to grab that, and I did sell it overnight for $17 on my Facebook page. Now, when I'm digging through bins on $4 day, usually a lot of the bigger stuff is gone, so I just try to keep my eyes peeled for either big brown boxes that I can scan to see what's inside, or smaller boxes that will just instantly tell me what is on the inside without having to open it. I did notice this one because of the pretty colors. It turned out to be an ionic hair waver, so it's kind of like a flat iron, but it puts a wave in your hair. It was a little over $38 on Amazon, and I did grab that, and I sold it overnight for $15. In that same bin, I saw this electric weighted heat pad. My customers love this kind of stuff, so I just wanted to look inside, make sure that everything looked clean. Of course, I couldn't test it, but it looked like it was brand new. It was almost $40 on Amazon. I took it home, put it on Facebook, and instantly sold it for $17. I also love it when there is a UPC barcode right on the outside of the box. UPC barcodes are always more reliable than Amazon ASIN barcodes. And when I scanned that, I saw that it was a 24 count glass spice jar set. I do sell this kind of stuff on my page all the time. And I went ahead and decided to get it, and I posted it to my page for $20, but strangely enough, no one has purchased it for $20, so I'm probably gonna have to price drop it. Then I found another hair styler. It turned out to be an automatic hair curler. Now, the Amazon price, I think, is a bunch of hoopla. I don't really think it's worth $130, but I knew it was worth the $4 that I was gonna pay to buy it and put it on my Facebook page, and I sold it overnight for $12. So I thought this was pretty neat. It was a desktop organizer that had a built-in wireless charging port. There was no cord that went with it, but I don't think that it was supposed to come with a cord because it's just a standard USB-C port. These items can definitely be worth a lot of money, so I wanted to scan it, and sure enough, it was worth just under $40. So I went ahead and decided to pick it up. I did end up putting it on my page, but it has not sold yet. I'm probably gonna have to price drop it this weekend, which that's not a big deal. I price drop things all the time. I love finding big, pillowy, fabric style things in vacuum sealed bags. Every time I find stuff like this, if I can decipher what exactly it is, usually it's worth a lot of money. But if there's no barcode, no indication or anything on the package, I will not buy it because I don't want to have to open it up just to find out that it's something that wasn't worth my time to begin with. But this was not vacuum sealed. It was obviously a return. And I knew by looking at it, it was gonna be something that my customers would be interested in. It turned out to be a waterproof dog blanket worth over $90. Now, I have not posted it to my page yet because it is returned and I can tell it does need to be laundered. So I need to do that before I list it. But when I do end up listing it, I'm probably going to sell it for around 15 bucks. Now, I usually get surprised with items, so even if something might not seem like it's gonna be worth a lot of money, I'll go ahead and scan it anyway, especially if it has to do with like arts and crafts or fun little activities for kids. This was brand new and sealed. It was some sort of a little flower. It was like a create your own flower bouquet art set. It really was not worth very much money, so I didn't think I could sell it for more than $10. So if I can only sell something for $10, a $4 cost is just a little much. So I decided not to get it. Anytime I see bird feeders, I have to check them out. A lot of my customers do like bird feeders and things for like your outdoor patio, but sometimes they can be worth not very much money. So I try to scan them if I can find them and then determine if it's going to be worth the cost before I buy it. This one in particular was only worth about $14 on Amazon, so a $4 price point was just too much. It might be something that I would buy on a $2 day instead. And if you have your phone out, just start scanning everything. You know, when I first started going through truckloads and I wasn't exactly sure of how much value some of these items had, I would just keep my phone out and I would just constantly scan items. And if you can't find a barcode that scans, try to take a photo of the item and search Amazon with an image search rather than a barcode scan. Also, a lot of people don't realize this, but LPN barcodes will not scan. So if you have a barcode and underneath the barcode, it says literally LPN followed by a series of letters and numbers, those barcodes will not scan. The only barcodes that will scan are called ASIN barcodes, and it's just a typical barcode with a series of letters and numbers underneath it and then some words. So I did find this Tronco 40-ounce glass tumbler. It had a really nice blue silicone sleeve on it and it was worth pretty good money. So I snatched it up and I sold it on my Facebook page for $12. The fact that everything is the same price really does make it a lot more easy when deciding whether or not I should buy something. You know, if I'm paying $4 for something, I already have a profit potential in mind. I would like to be able to at least get 3 times my money back if I'm buying something for $4. So that means that for every $4 item I buy, I want to be able to sell it for at least $12 so that I am getting 3 times my money back and 2x in profit alone. Now, this item I did not have to scan at all because I know what it's worth. I've sold it many times and I actually saw it in the bin across from me and I went over immediately to grab it. It is a Cushion Lab seat cushion. So a lot of people like those seat cushions to be, you know, comfortable for your tailbone and your tuchus while you're sitting all day. I'm telling you guys, Cushion Lab is the best. I have one for myself. I use it on long road trips and they are worth a lot of money. They are worth a little over $70 on Amazon. And I did buy this one and sold it overnight for $22, which was a nice $18 profit. Then I found this monkey in the bins and decided to take a quick stress break and stretch. There's always little random loose things in the bins like that. You gotta have some fun while you're doing this. So I did find this. It was a nice brand new king size comforter set and it was all black. It had never been opened before. I could tell the size because of the care tag that was kind of smushed on the outside of the vacuum seal. So I could at least have the size and I knew it was king size and it turned out to be a little under $90. And so I do have that on my page for $28. It's scheduled to go live here in the next couple of days, and hopefully I can sell it for $28 because that will be a $24 profit. Then I noticed this little pet carrier backpack. Pet carriers always do very, very well on my page. So I went ahead and gave it a scan just to make sure that the value was there. And it was a little under $40. So I did end up posting it to my page, and it sold for $15 overnight, which was a nice quick $11 profit. Then I noticed this cold therapy machine. I have sold cold therapy machines on my page before, and I know that I'm not supposed to open boxes, but I was likely going to buy it. I just wanted to make sure that it appeared as though everything was there. So I just kind of opened it up real quick. I'm like, yeah, everything looks like it is near brand new. It's barely been used, if it has ever been used. And it was just under $100 on Amazon. So I did end up snatching it up. I put it on my page for $22 and it sold instantly. So that was a really nice $18 profit. And I have sold Lovebook many times. This one was a little under $38. It was a brand new in the package laptop bag. I took it home, posted it on my Facebook page, and it sold instantly for $17. So that was a $13 profit. And then I discovered this grounding sheet. I thought this was really fascinating. I wish it was a king size because I would have wanted to have it. These can be worth a lot of money. This one was almost $84, and I did take it home and I sold it on the page for $22. So when my cart starts getting full, I have to start thinking about my life choices. I have to decide, okay, am I going to stop when I cannot put one more thing in my cart? Am I going to go take this up to the front and get a second cart? Am I just going to go home now? You know, I have to think about all these things. And while I was trying to decide, I noticed this bathroom runner. It was this really, really pretty green. Bathroom rugs always do really well on my page. And when I scanned it, I realized that it was like a 4 foot by 2 foot runner. I've never had one that size before, and I knew I was going to be able to sell it. So I grabbed it and tried to make room for it in my cart. And I did sell it instantly for $12. So as you can tell, it's starting to get a little difficult to push this thing without anything falling off. So I decided that I was gonna make my way up to the front, and I was just gonna go ahead and stop at every bin on the way. I was planning to come back tomorrow, so I knew I didn't have to force myself to do 2 carts today. And at the next bin, I did see this really awesome underbed storage system with wheels. It was like 2 wheelie storage bins. It was worth almost $75, and I did sell it instantly for $20. And then I found these packages of doggy hemp oil. Each bundle had 9 bottles in it, so I bought 2 bundles of 9, so a total of 18 bottles. And I did decide to keep 1 for myself, and I sold the other 17 on the page for $3 per bottle. So that came out to be a total of $51 in revenue. And since I paid $8 for all of the bottles that sold, that brought my profit to $43. So I finally made it up to the front, and I decided to stop at the customer service desk before I checked out. Now, the way it works is you have to let them open boxes for you on the first 3 days, and then you can open your own boxes on the second 3 days. So this is day 3, so I was not allowed to open any boxes myself, so I let customer service do it. You can only do 5 boxes at a time. So I picked the 5 that I was the most unsure about, and I'm really glad I did that because 4 of the 5 I ended up putting back because they were not in the condition that I expected. And they were also not really what I thought, or they were incomplete. So I'm glad that I opened those up. So I went ahead and made my way to checkout. I did only have 1 cart full. I was so proud of myself. But then as soon as I made it to the front, they decided to bring out more bins. They brought out more bins and I cannot resist. I was like, no, I've got to go see. I've got to go see. And I'm really glad I went over there because the first bin that I stopped at, I saw GoV strip lights. GoV is a brand that makes really, really high quality lighting, and I've sold their products for a lot of money. These strip lights retailed for $30 on Amazon, and I did take these home and I listed them and they sold on Facebook instantly for $15. Then I saw this really cool laundry dispenser. It's made to hold like powders and scent beads. It was almost $26 on Amazon. And I went ahead and decided to pick this up also, and I sold it instantly on my Facebook page for $12. So now I really, really had no room left in my cart. So I decided to go ahead and go back to checkout. I was seriously all ready to check out when that siren blasted and they were like, we've got more items out. And I was like, crap, I'm not done yet. I've got to go over there and I've got to see what else is there. So while they started counting all of my items, I went and I got a second shopping cart for them so that they could, figure out how many items I had. I did end up having 34 items that I found, and I was in there for approximately 90 minutes. Of course, I didn't show you guys everything because that would have been a really long video. I ended up getting 34 items in 90 minutes, and almost all of them have already sold by the time I've posted this video. And then all my stuff was split into 2 different carts because it never goes back the way you originally had it after everything has been all bagged and counted. I had all that stuff Tetrised in 1 cart really, really well. So it ended up being in 2 carts when I left, but that's okay. And that's what it's like shopping on $4 day with me at Black Friday deals. So I'm back home now, and this is where the work begins. I'm currently in my rec room. We're gonna start bringing in all of the stuff that I picked up today, and we are immediately going to start doing quality control checks, and we're gonna start emailing the Amazon links of everything that I just found. Of course, while I was editing this video, I've already done all of that. That's why I was able to put all of the Amazon screenshots and let you know what these items really sold for. And that's because with my sales model, all of this is done within 1 week's time. From shopping to selling to the profits realized and deposited into my bank account, it's all happening within 1 week. And that's kind of how my entire sales model works now. Everything that I sourced today with you guys is going on my Facebook page. There might be a couple of items that I end up putting on eBay, but that's going to come later. The first thing I need to do is sell as much of this stuff as possible. That way I can turn this capital, I can get the cash flow going, I can get the profits realized, because with my sales model, I want everything listed and sold on Facebook within 1 week. And that's just kind of how my entire process works, from sourced all the way to sold within 1 week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please do remember to hit that thumbs up button before you leave. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them down in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Don't forget to check the video description. I always put a lot of useful information in there, including the link to my Facebook page. With that link, you can go see how I sell all of these items in real time. And I do also ship items now. So if you see anything you'd like to purchase, you can join in on the fun and put sold in the comments. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you with my next video. Bye.